Two of my favorite stores to shop at are TJ Maxx and Marshall's. And if you've been here for any length of time, you probably already knew that. In fact, the amount of shopping that I did at these two stores was partially the reason for why I went on my year-long no-buy. So I thought it would be fun to revisit some of the best and worst makeup products I have purchased from TJ Maxx and Marshall's before I went on my no-buy. But that's not even the most exciting part of this video. This is a collab. So if you're curious to find out who I'm collabing with, as well as what were some hits and some misses from TJ Maxx and Marshall's, then please keep on watching. Hi guys, how's everybody doing today? I have another really exciting video today. I am doing my second collab, and I am doing this collab with the wonderful Corinne from Rinney Rainey. I will make sure to link her channel, and I really hope you guys all go check her out. I thought it would be so much fun to do this video with Corinne, who posts what she finds at TJ Maxx and Marshall's videos every single Sunday. She goes through to her local Marshall's and TJ Maxx stores, and she shares what all of her finds are with her viewers. And those are some of my favorite videos, and they have been for a few years now. So I was so excited when Corinne started doing these videos. I could kind of vicariously live through some of her TJ Maxx and Marshall's shopping. Now, those of you that have followed my channel already know I am doing a year-long no-buy. But prior to my no-buy, I definitely had a bit of an addiction, obsession, whatever you want to call it, with TJ Maxx and Marshall's. So we are doing a best and worst. Now, my products, of course, are going to be things I have found in 2019 or earlier, and I imagine Corinne's spin is going to be more an up-to-date what she has recently found that she's been really enjoying or not enjoying. So if you're not subscribed to Corinne's channel, please go check her out. She is just so sweet. She has a ton of other fantastic beauty content. I discovered her through a video she did over the summer where she talked about her favorite eyeshadow palettes for the summer, and then I subscribed and never looked back. I'm really enjoying all of her videos. I even watch a few of her nail polish videos, despite being a pianist who never wears a nail polish or basically does anything with her hands because it's pretty useless. They're going to get beaten up no matter what. But she does a lot of great content. I really think you will truly enjoy her channel. So please go check her out. Please tell her I said hi. And if you are new to my channel, if you're coming from Corinne, welcome. My name is Natalia. As you've probably just heard me say, I am doing a year-long no-buy for the entire year of 2020. And today I'm just reminiscing about some older purchases at TJ Maxx and Marshall's. But usually I do videos that center around makeup I already own. I do Shop My Stash, Project Pan, and I am just on a journey to explore my collection, to figure out what my likes and my dislikes are, and to find a balance in the future where I shop mindfully and I don't overspend because something is new and shiny and beautiful. So if that sounds interesting to you, if you are also doing some sort of a no-buy or low-buy journey, or just looking to be a little more conscientious of your purchases, then you've come to the right place. I hope that you will consider subscribing and joining our frugal family. And without further ado, let's get into my top 5 and bottom 5 of products that I have purchased from TJ Maxx and Marshall's. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Should I do bottom 5 and then finish all on a high note, or should I alternate? I think I'll start with the worst and then end on a high note. So as I mentioned before, these are not new products. These are not things I have found at TJ Maxx recently. However, I know a little bit about what TJ Maxx has had in 2020. I have still gone into the store for other purchases in my daily life, and I have watched a bunch of YouTube content, including Corinne's videos. So I know what she has found, and I'm so curious to see what she's gonna put in her video as her top 5 and bottom 5. Okay, we're gonna start off with the worst products. And if you've been following my channel, you've probably seen a couple of these. One of those products that I plan on decluttering actually is this Stila Shimmer and Glow, and this one is in Freedom. I think this is just a dud in the line, and possibly that is why it ended up eventually in TJ Maxx and Marshall stores. I guess it was a limited edition product. It didn't do well. It's not as good quality as some of their other Shimmer and Glows. This one was just streaky. I only tried it I think once or twice on my eyes and immediately realized I'm not gonna enjoy this. I'm never gonna reach for this. It's a beautiful shade. I really wanted it to work. It's like this baby blue, pastel blue, and this year would have been a perfect year to use it, because especially at the start of 2020, if you guys remember, pastels were really in, even in a swatch. Oh, I should have done that with you guys. Okay, I'll do it right next to even with the swatch. Can you see, like, that's just, I don't know, it's just going on like not opaque enough. It's kind of streaky. Yes, it does have still a nice glow, shimmer, glimmer to it or whatever, but it just did not perform well at all on the eyes. So this definitely was a disappointing purchase. Not that I have anything against Stila, but since this was actually more my own fault, I purchased a trio of these Stila Stay All Day liquid lipsticks. One I've already thrown away. I don't remember what the shade was. I am sorry, I couldn't tell you, but these two are in Nudo Shimmer and Patina. Now, Patina I used to have a full size of. I used a lot, and then when it finally got old or I used it up, I had to throw it away. So Patina actually I will still keep and use, and I'm sure enjoy. And I have a feeling one of the reasons I purchased the set is I saw that Patina was in there, got excited, and thought, oh great, I'll purchase a shade I know I already love, and I'll get to try two other ones. The problem is the other two were both shimmers. And I know I don't enjoy liquid lipsticks that have shimmer in them. So I just don't know what I was thinking. So this is a regret because I didn't do a very smart job of analyzing my purchase. It was an impulse buy, not stopping to think that
Natalia, they're both shimmer. You're probably not gonna like that.
And indeed, I really didn't like that. They look beautiful in a swatch, including the one that's shimmer, but somehow just it goes on. I don't know, I just don't like shimmer. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I'm trying to explain myself. This one is Patina, and it'll change colors a little as it dries. And then this one is the Nudo Shimmer, which I really didn't like on my lips. I kept the Nudo Shimmer because out of those two shimmers, that one definitely was better than the third one that has been long in the trash. But nonetheless, I should not have purchased a set with 3 liquid lipsticks just for one shade, with the other two clearly being not my preference. Since we're on the topic of lips, I have these Lancome matte shakers. I heard Alejandra Lizette rave about these, and I think she still does, and I think she still really enjoys them. So when I saw these at a TJ Maxx or Marshall's, I got so excited because I think full price, they are not super affordable, and I don't remember now what I paid for them, but I remember them being a very good TJ Maxx Marshall's type pricing. I don't know what it is, but this is just not my favorite formula. I feel like it's just too liquidy and too sheer for me. For me to get full opacity on these shakers.
So did I actually shake them up before I swatched? I don't think so. So let's try this again.
Yeah, totally different color. Still not quite as opaque. That's the bottom one now. Same thing, I just forgot to shake it up the first time. This shade is actually in my fall Shop My Stash, and I will try it out again. But you can see right now from this swatch, do you see how it's almost like a stain effect as opposed to a full-on liquid lip? Like, that's kind of what I was expecting. I was expecting them to be able to get built up for full opacity, and it just never happens for me. If anything, it just starts layering kind of off on itself, starts getting streaky. Unfortunately, these are just not my favorite formula. Last lip product is actually a lip balm. This is from Pharmacy. This is called their Lip Blue Bloom, and it is in Honey Ginger. Now, Pharmacy is known for a lot of honey products. So, you know, they have honey in the ingredients. And the only product I've tried from Pharmacy that I've loved so far, because I have not tried a lot from Pharmacy, is their Green Clean Melting Cleanser, like the balm cleanser to take off your makeup. I love that product. Absolutely love that product. And I've heard, especially recently, so many great things about the Pharmacy line for skincare. Like they have like honey mask, I think. They have some sort of like an enzyme product. Even before this year, I remember hearing people here and there rave about the brand. So when I saw this lip balm, I got really excited because I thought, well, oh, what a fun way to try another product from this brand. I just don't like it. I mean, yes, it's just a lip balm, but it's sticky. I don't like the smell. I don't really taste the honey. I don't know, maybe it's the ginger in there that's kind of a bit offensive to me because I'm not a huge ginger person even in food. I don't like it. I don't like the texture. I don't like the taste or the smell. So overall, this is one of those products where I just don't enjoy using it. I feel bad just throwing it out. Once in a while, I will still go ahead and try to use it, and every time I'm like, ugh, it's not my favorite. I wish I didn't buy it. In fact, I think not only did I buy one, but I think I bought a backup. I think by now I gave it away as a gift. At least I hope I did.
Because who does that? Like, why? Who does that? I didn't even know if I'd like it or not, but I got so excited that it's a Pharmacy lip balm and it was only like $3 or $4 that I bought two.
So yeah. And then the last product is an eyeshadow palette. In fact, it's an eyeshadow palette I just talked about in a video I posted called My Basket of Doom, which was essentially my version of a chopping block where I picked out a bunch of small eyeshadow palettes that I never or rarely use, and I'm going to give them another chance or two before I decide whether they are going to get decluttered. And the palette I'm talking about is this Mally Slay It eyeshadow palette. It got me because it's adorable and because it was $4. But I'm about to show you one of the reasons that I regret purchasing this, and I'm sorry, I don't know how I can do this without blinding you guys, but there's this shade. Do you guys see that on the mirror? I'm gonna stop blinding you in a second, but I just wanted you to see that. There's this shade that flakes like crazy. Okay, this is from me swatching it the other day for the video that I just uploaded. And while I am curious about this very dark, grungy color story, I don't know why I bought it. These are not really usually my colors, but even if I could make the color story work, I don't think the quality is all that great. And yes, I am going to still give this palette another chance or two, but if I could go back, I just wouldn't bother purchasing it to begin with. So for that reason, this is definitely a bottom 5 worst purchase from TJ Maxx and Marshall's because I'm just not enjoying it or even using it for that matter. Now, I decided actually that I am going to include like a little honorable mention into the best and worst of each category, and not from what I've purchased in TJ Maxx and Marshall's, but what I've recently seen at TJ Maxx and Marshall's myself. I have a palette on my eyes today that is in my basket of doom, and that is this Lorac Santa Monica palette. I've been seeing this at TJ Maxx and Marshall's for the past month or so pretty regularly. It looks like this. It's what I have on my eyes. I have all 4 shades as my eye look, and then I have the blush and the highlighter on today. And actually, I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear what you think of this look, because I don't think there are that many looks that one can create with these 4 shadows. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 other ones I could somehow finagle from here, but basically I did my best with what I thought would be kind of a fun way to use all 4 shades today and to try this palette out one more time. I liked how it applied today. Super easy, super blendable, but I think the color story is just so meh and so like one-hit wonder that I don't know if I would recommend this. So I figured I'd throw this in this video in case you guys do enjoy shopping at those stores and have seen it and were curious. Now you get to at least see what it looks like on me. And unless you're in love with these colors and unless this is your sort of look, I would just skip out on this one. I don't think it's really worth it all that much. Save yourself a few dollars. Okay, let's get over to my best, because of course this is so much more exciting. I have 2 types of lip products, 2 palettes, and a mist. So let's start with the mist, which I am almost done with. I have maybe 1 use left. This is the Becca Skin Love Glow Shield Prime and Set Mist. Guys, I didn't expect to love this as much as I did. I so thoroughly enjoyed this mist. Unfortunately, at this point, it's starting to like sprinkle at me, you know, kind of like spit at me a little bit. But before that, it was truly a mist. I mean, it just went on so light, so airy, so breezy.
Breezy.
I liked the scent. It was perfumey, kind of a mix of fresh and floral, but not so strong that it was offensive, because I'm usually not one for a lot of scent on my face. Like, I hate scent in foundation. I don't mind it though in products like bronzer and eyeshadow, and I definitely enjoyed the scent of this one. And I mostly really enjoyed the feel of it, how it went on in the skin and how it hydrated without drenching me so that I'm dripping or spraying so hard that I feel like I've just been hosed down. Really, really enjoyed this mist. And if I ever find it again at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, or maybe even at full price in the future when I ever run out of all my mists, this would be a definite repurchase. I absolutely love it. Lip products. These are two lipsticks I found from Marc Jacobs, and I remember getting so excited about these because if you know anything about Marc Jacobs lipsticks, they are expensive. I think they are upwards of $30, and I believe I paid maybe $9 each for these, maybe even less. I can't remember now. This is in Eat Cake. It's from their New Nudes Sheer Gel lipstick line. I don't know if they still have these or if these were discontinued or they were a special limited edition collection, which is why they ended up at the TJ Maxx and Marshall stores. But look at that beautiful, beautiful nude color. Where am I gonna swatch? How about right here? Let's roll this down a little. I'm always afraid that I'm gonna break lipsticks when I swatch them. So that is the one in Eat Cake. So pretty. It's like a peachy coral nude though. It's not super bright because, well, it is after all the New Nudes collection. And this one is in Screen Test, and this one is definitely my more favorite of the two. I really, really enjoy this one. So there is Screen Test right there. Such good lipsticks, and what great finds. I mean, anytime you can find a really, really amazing luxury lipstick at a price that is basically drugstore, if not less, what's not to love? What's not to love? So speaking of that, this might be my favorite formula of lipsticks ever. And yes, I bought 4 over the months that I kept finding them at TJ Maxx and Marshall's. These are the NARS Audacious lipsticks. And I haven't even tried all of these, to be honest, yet. So this one in Greta is still brand new, but you better believe I'm keeping this one and wearing it come spring and summer. I think this one, yeah, this one is this gorgeous purple. This is in Kate, and I have worn that one and have enjoyed it very much. This one is another stunning color. I love these kind of colors. This is in Stefania, and I will go ahead and swatch all. And this one is in Loot. This is another one that is still brand new. And the reason for why I haven't used some of these is A, I have way too many lipsticks, and B, I'm actually project panning this year. So I'm trying to use up some that have already been opened and might go bad. One of those that I did not buy at TJ Maxx, but I've seen it this year at TJ Maxx, so I wanted to mention it. It's the one I'm wearing today, and this is in Anita. This is probably my favorite or my second favorite color from the NARS Audacious lipsticks. It's so pretty. It's like a mauve nude, but not too mauve. I always recommend this one as the first shade for the NARS Audacious. Unless you like really nude lips, like this is already too dark for you, then I would say go with, I think it's called Raquel, the one I'm thinking of. I think there's also a really great shade called Barbara, which I don't own. They have tons of gorgeous colors. Not that I'm promoting that you go out and buy new lipstick, but if you're in the market for some good lipsticks and you happen to see some shades from the NARS Audacious line at TJ Maxx or Marshall's for $9 or $10 instead of the 32 or 34 or 36 or however much these are, they are expensive. I remember they're expensive. Then it might just be a crime not to pick them up. Just saying. I hate saying that, but it just might. let me swatch the shades that I have and Anita. I started swatching these off camera, and then I realized I actually want you guys to see these swatches, just so you understand why I love these so much. One swipe, okay? One. Here, we'll do another one. Just for posterity's sake. I can't with these lipsticks. They are just so beautiful. And by the way, Anita, this is the one I have on my lips that I did not purchase from TJ Maxx, but that I know are in there right now. Like, I've seen them within the past 2 weeks. This is NARS Lou. This one I did buy at TJ Maxx and Marshall's. Okay, so we'll do a second one just because, but you saw that. Another one I've got Stefania. Hello. Are we seeing this? I mean, these are just so beautiful. They are called Audacious Matte, but they're like a creamy matte. This is a purple. Now, purple usually is a bit trickier, so I don't remember. I mean, you can see there was just a horrible swatch, but the pigment is there. I just can't seem to get a good angle. Sorry, guys. I'm clearly not the world's greatest swatcher. And then this is a brand new one. We're going to swatch it together. This is Greta. Let's look at Greta. Oh yeah. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Okay, that one maybe needed just a couple of swatches for like real intensity, but especially those nudes. Oh, I'm a fan. Okay, let's get into palettes. This is a palette actually Corinne just found at her local TJ Maxx, or I think it was Marshall's, and she just talked about it in her latest Sunday video. So I will try to go ahead and link that video so you guys can check it out. But this is a Kevin Aqua palette. This is his Contour Book Volume 2. I love this palette. These are some of the only cream products I currently own. This is a sculpting cream. This is a candlelight cream. This is his infamous sculpting powder. This is his candlelight powder. And then there's 4 shades here that you can use for anything. You can use them as eyeshadows. You can put these in your brows if they match. You can use these as highlights, which is what I do a lot. This is a palette, when we can travel again, this is like a perfect palette. Now, I was surprised to see in Corinne's video that Marshall's is right now selling this for $24.99. And while that is an amazing price still, because this is a $65 palette, I think, I've realized after watching that video just how much of a steal I got this for. When I bought this back in 2019, I paid $14.99 for it instead of $24.99. So I guess TJ Maxx and Marshall's caught on and raised their prices. Love this palette. This is probably the best purchase I've ever made at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. And then the last product in my top 5 is a Marc Jacobs eyeshadow palette. This is the Stiletto palette, or Steel-etto, because, you know, steel, you get it. What a pretty palette. I remember lusting after this when it initially came out, but I just could not justify the $49 or $50 price tag. Not in my budget.
Sorry for all the car horns, guys. It is school bus time. And I think everybody else is getting really antsy.
Such a pretty palette, and I really was so excited when I found this. So excited. I don't use this often enough, so this will make it into a future Shop My Stash for sure, but what an amazing find. What an amazing find. I have one other Marc Jacobs palette that I have found at TJ Maxx and Marshall's, and I guess I could have shown you guys both, but it's specifically this one that I was truly excited about. So I wanted to give it its own solo shining moment. And then as my runner-up, again, not because I purchased it at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, because I did not. I actually bought it for a full price at Sephora years ago, but I've been seeing a ton of these, and that's the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powders in Highlight 01. Why these are called Matte Radiance is still a bit of a mystery, I guess because it is a subtle highlight. It does almost have like a matte look in the pan, but then it goes on as a radiant shimmer. I didn't think, unfortunately, to wear this as my highlighter today. I don't know if you can tell just by even how flat mine is. I haven't done a ranking my highlighters. Let me know if you guys would want to ever see that. I haven't even filmed filmed my collection video yet for highlighters. I don't know if I can still call it my number one, but for years it was. But this is definitely in my top 3 of best highlighters ever. And it is currently $12.99 at TJ Maxx and Marshall's. And if I wasn't on my no buy, as terrible as this sounds, because it was a fleeting thought as I was staring there looking at all of these brand new compacts at TJ Maxx, I thought, maybe if they still have it in 2021, maybe I should buy it back. I mean, it's ridiculous because there's always new products coming out and I have tons of highlighters. So no, I don't need a backup, but it's that good. It is, as I said, it used to be my favorite highlighter for years because I just now have so many and I found other formulas and I do like things a little more blingy once in a while, but it's amazing. I have never tried that really popular drugstore one. Is it the Essence Pure Nude? But I feel like this is probably just a higher and a bougier version of something similar to that. So if you're not on a no buy and if you're looking, only if you're looking for a really gorgeous, subtle but buildable glow from within, something that does not show texture at all, and just something that is so ethereal and just makes you feel like you're so sophisticated, so elegant. There's just something about this product that just makes me feel like I am instantly, like, I can't even explain, I can't put into words, but the bottom line is I love this stuff. And with that, we are done here. That was my top 5, bottom 5 of what I purchased at TJ Maxx and Marshall's prior to 2020. I'd like to please remind you guys one more time to go check out Corinne's channel. Her channel name is Rinney Rainey. And as I said, I will make sure to link it down below in the description box. I, one more time, want to remind those of you that haven't already to please subscribe. And I would love to hear if you are an avid or an occasional TJ Maxx and Marshall's shopper. What are some of your favorite products that you've ever picked up from there? I bet a few people probably are surprised I didn't put in this video the Shiseido cottons. I do buy those from TJ Maxx and they're fantastic. And honestly, if I ever decide to do another one of these videos, or if Corinne decides to do another part 2 follow-up with me one day, and if you guys want to see that, let us know. I have a feeling those cottons will make an appearance. So, because I definitely do love those things. I hope that you guys are all doing really, really well. I thank you so much for watching. Corinne, thank you so much for collabing with me. This was so fun. I know you've had a busy few weeks with traveling, so it means really a lot that you made time to make sure to squeeze this video in. And other than that, I just hope everyone's doing really well. I hope that you guys are all continuing to stay safe and take all the necessary precautions. I hope that you're taking care of yourself and those around you, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.
Best. I apologize for that noise. That is the heat. That is the New York City old building apartment radiators making noise. And of course, cars outside as well. But that little rustling and rumbling, that's the heat. And there's really not much I can do about that. So we have a bit of a soundtrack today. We have a siren. What a surprise. A siren in New York City, who would have thought? Huh. Would you look at that? And car traffic noise. Unheard of. Oh, another siren. Huh. Round 2. Please correct me if I'm... Oh my god. Angry much? So there is screen test. Right. This is siren number 3, 49 or whatever. Beep beep, beep beep.